Hello my convicts and convicettes. Yes, it is I, the Cap Convict, bringing you guys and gals another unboxing. So there's no one in the house, so I can shout as loud as I want to and not disturb anyone. Maybe the neighbours, but not much other people as such. So sorry neighbours. Anyway, today we're going to do another unboxing. As you can see here, we've got another package from Amazon. I thought I'd do an unboxing on here, obviously, to show you out. Now, I think I'm getting a slight infection in my right eye again. I don't know. I might have to go see the doctor. This little tiny corner piece or little duct here, I think it's that's causing me the issue, because it's that I can feel rubbing against my eye. So I think it's either an infection or there's something wrong with that. I don't know. So, yeah, that's something that we need to have a look into. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to unbox this and to talk about what's in this box. So without further ado, let's have a look, shall we? And la presto! Yes! Can you tell what it is yet? Right, so as you can see what this is, it's the Narcon Unlimited Pro Controller. Now, I need to talk a little bit more about this. I've talked about this before with my previous, when I had my first one, and this is obviously my unlimited one. I've only had this for approximately 3 months, or around 3 months, or just over 3 months. And not this one in particular, because this is a new one. But I spoke to Amazon the other day, yesterday, and I said to them, can you send me a new one, because there's a problem with my Narcon Unlimited, the one that I previously have, which I can show you, which is right here, as you can see. And I'll unplug it, because I'm not obviously got the computer on or anything. A little bit dusty, just a tiny bit dusty, but there you go. This is the original. This is what I was using. Now the controller's been really, really good. I've enjoyed using this controller. It's probably by far one of the best versions of the Narcon that they ever brought out. Would I recommend buying it? Probably. I wouldn't say now, because obviously if you're very interested in buying the PS5, these will not be compatible, or may not be compatible with PS5 games, only with obviously previous or whatever it will be compatible with when obviously it goes live, because I believe this PS5 will still play PS4 games but also play PS5 games, but yeah, these will not function with all of the games, so it's worthless probably buying one of these now, because obviously that's going to be the major problem. Unless you're going to use it for like PC, then maybe so, but for PS4 or going on to PS5, sorry, you won't be able to use this as such, unless there's some form of upgrade that they're going to do to these that allow them to work with PS5. I don't know, but Narcon's not said anything about that, so I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. So yeah, so the problem with this Narcon that I want to talk about today is the button here. Now in fact, I don't know if you can hear this, but I'll click them. They're okay. Now, I don't know if I can get it to do it. Not doing it at the moment. I don't want to do it now. Don't want to do it. Excuse the spot there as well. I've got like a mark. Sometimes when I get facial hair, there's one hair that gets infected, and it's where it's been infected. So yeah, it is what it is. It won't do it now. But basically what was happening is the X button here was actually making a really weird sound. And what I think has happened, even though I can't do it at the moment, is there's like a rubberized coating underneath these buttons, and they have like these little circular kind of like plasticky bits, but they're coated in like a silicone, and when you press them, squish down. And I think what's happened is the X button on here has torn underneath and it's caused the issue. Oh, it's good. I was just about to run out. So yeah, it's torn underneath the X button, and that's caused an issue where when you press this sometimes it has like a weird click sound to it, or it feels like you're not pressing down the button as much. For some weird reason it's not doing it now, so I don't know why it's done that, but I think it's more, you know, like obviously when it's in use, when I've used it quite a lot, it tends to do it, but it's not doing it at the moment. No, it's not doing it at the moment. It's kind of weird. But it was doing it yesterday, and every time I was pressing the X button, even though I don't use the X button that often, because my X button's actually programmed to the back here, so I can actually use this back button here is the normal one I normally use when I'm pressing X, is this one. I very rarely press this one to press X. Actually. Can you hear? And then these are other ones. Can you hear that noise? That's the noise, that's what it's doing. And it's really annoying, like I said, because I don't use the X button that often. So why the X button's decided to make that sound, and yet these don't do that. You can see. It's like it's sticking. It feels like, it kind of sounds like it's sticking, but it's not. It's the actual silicone bit underneath is split, because I had this happen to my old Narcon controller, and that's what caused that. So I've sent it back in. I've obviously requested for a new one to be sent through, and we're going to send this one back. So I have to repackage all this back into a box, and then that will go back to Amazon. And my replacement obviously is the one here. So we're going to have a quick look at it while we're here, and just double check that this one's going to be okay. Where's my key? Let me just use my key. But yeah, I can't recommend enough, if you're going to buy anything, especially like Narcon stuff and things like this, definitely buy it from Amazon, because you'll notice if you buy it from Amazon, it actually does have a chance of getting fixed or replaced easier than any other company I've ever had. Amazon has been super quick. This got delivered the next day. I reported this yesterday, and it got delivered today. So that is how fast I've got a new Narcon. So if you're ever going to buy one, I definitely recommend always try and buy it from Amazon, because Amazon are really, really quick. I even looked on Amazon as well, and on the site it had said that it had expired for the returns of the controller, but still obviously managed to do the return anyway. So they're very, very good, very, very good. One of probably the best companies to go to is Amazon, and do it that way, and then obviously get it sorted. But there we go. So here's a new one, but just to show you, this is what it sounds like. It shouldn't have that weird sound that this one has. So again, this is the new one, and this is the old one. Can you hear that noise? That sounds like it's sticking. And this is this one. It's hard to distinguish it, but basically, like I said, there's like a silicone thing under here in which these rest on. And what's happened is the X1, it's got a split underneath where the silicone is. It's like a very, very, very soft kind of texture to it. I can't explain it, it's awkward to explain it. But it's like a hexagon, and it's basically a really floppy material that's underneath that the buttons rest on, and they've got like little plastic things within each one of the buttons. Underneath the buttons is like a little plastic thing, and when you press it, it then presses down onto the board that's inside the controller, and that's what activates your jump, you punch, you square, triangle, X, circle, whatever you want to call it, or cross, circle as they call it, apparent PlayStation. Even though it is an X anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, it caused a lot of problems. And obviously I hate products that are faulty at the best of times. So to have a product that you've got, and obviously you've only had it 3 months and that's happened, and obviously you want to get it replaced. And I recommend to anyone to do the same, is get it replaced and returned, because you don't want anything to be broken, and especially 3 months in, it's kind of weird that obviously that happened with this one. But like I said, it happens. I'm expecting this to be the same with PS5 and the new Xbox when they eventually come out. They're going to have their trials and tribulations. We're going to have certain Xbox or PS5s breaking and stuff. Remember the old days of the Xbox 360 with the 3 rings of death? I'm expecting obviously something similar to happen with PS5 and Xbox One X. So you never know. You never know from one day to next what the problem is going to be in terms of having to fix stuff and things like that. But yeah, I just thought I'd do this quick vlog, just let you know obviously what was going on. I'll make sure I put that one away so I don't get confused with that one. This one looks a little bit worn anyway, you can tell that I've been using it quite often. And there's like a little bit of a tearing in the plastic as well, or in the material, which is kind of annoying. And like I said, I've only had it 3 months. I don't know if you can see it at all. If I turn it that way, you can just see it here, where it started to come away, the material on this controller, and I've only had it 3 months. So yeah. Anyway, there we go. That's what I wanted to do, a quick vlog. I'm going to do some recordings. Hopefully my eye's going to stop playing up and stop being a pain in the butt, because it's done my head in. Get a nice drink of coffee. Top it to the morning coffee. Now, I wish it was. But yeah. There you have it. So we've got a new Narcon. We'll set it up, get it all underway. I'll use it in a moment to do my recordings and get them done. I've never used a dongle. I've never used the weights. Even in the other one, I've never used a dongle or weights. I'm going to use the new cord though, because another thing as well, even though it's been just 3 months, you can see that the cord has frayed a little bit. There's a bit of fray coming from up here, which is kind of annoying. But one really cool thing about obviously these controllers is that they are Type-C, so it does work with other charging. I've tried my mobile charger, which is Type-C, and that actually charges the controller fine. So it seems to be running okay, and it seemed to play games okay. It seemed to play games the same way. I didn't see any sort of problematic issue with it or anything like that. So I don't think that will be too much of a problem. Obviously, it is always recommended you play on obviously an Narcon wire and not on any other type of wire, because you may get some delay or some problems with that. So there you go. Another unboxing, or should I call it a re-unboxing? I don't know what to call it. I'm going to go do some gameplays now, hopefully get some good gameplays out there. I've still not heard from BT in regards to the new BT line, so I don't know what's happening with that. I have told them I'm getting to the point now where I think I might just cancel it if they can't physically do this. It should have been done within 3 weeks. Like I said, it should have been active since the 24th of August, and they've still not done it. Then, you know, I guess we could just cancel it and go from there and see what happens. So anyway, you know it is. It is I, the Kappa Convict, signing out. And as always, I salute you, my convicts and convicettes, and I'll see you soon in some more gameplays, which I'll be doing just more. And my hair is getting a bit too long. I need to start to cut it down again, because it's got to a point now where I won't be able to get that to stick down, and it'd be really annoying. But these are just things that I have to deal with, and not necessarily you. So anyway, bye for now.